and this is Postman opened on my machine. So now the first thing, I'm going to navigate to my workspace. So this is my workspace that I created before. Okay, and from here I'm going to create a new directory or collection. So you can just create the collection. So this is the new collection. So let's give it a name. So we're going to say library, or we can just call it Laravel API, then dash library management. Let's say management, like that. Okay. So now that is our new collection, and then inside this collection I'm going to create new folder, which I'm going to name them according to what we have. So we need to manage authors, so this will be the directory for authors. I'll create another directory for directories for members, and another directory for borrowing. This is just for organization. You can just make it in any way that you feel works best with you. So it's on this one. Add another folder for book. So books. Okay. So that's way. So now starting with the authors, I'm going to add a new request. So here I'm going to create a GET request. So from here, what you need to have first is to know that the route for your API is this one. So you need to copy this API. So let me copy that URL. Okay. And here I'm going to paste it. So this will be my URL. And then from here, we are not supposed to provide any authorization because we didn't add any of the authorization token. So for now, we can be able to access it by adding this prefix of API, because we are accessing the API routes. So that's why you have to add the prefix of API, and then you need to specify the prefix for, the name of the route that we have created here on our API. So this one. So we need to provide that one. So let's provide it here. So we call it authors. Okay. And now it's time to test our thing. So now let's click send. Okay, now you can see we don't have any data. So you can see here the message, it says authors fetch this success, and you can see the current page is 1. We don't have any data, the first page URL and everything as we expected. Why we see this? Because we have put here the pagination. So if you remove this pagination and you just fetch all, that thing will change. So for now, if we send again, now you can see, so it just returned the authors, which is an empty array, and the method authors fetched with success. So that's how easy you can just do that. But for now, since we also need to fetch the books that an author have, or the related books that author has written or published, so I'll add here a relationship. But for now, let me just go down here and implement the way for that we can be able to store our new author. Okay, so now to be able to create a new data and store it in our database, so what we are going to do here, we are going to just create a new author. So I can just say author, and then I can call the author model, and then call the create method, and inside here I can just pass the data. Let's say, for example, the name of the author. So I can just reference from the request then name, then we can have, so basing on our author, so we have the name, bio, and the nationality. So here you can just say bio, you can just say request, then bio, and the last one will be the nationality. So nationality, okay, so you can just do that, and after that you can just be able to return, then you can return a response, JSON format, and then you can return the data. So you can just say, let's say author, and then you can just return the author that you have created. Okay, so this will work full and it will work just fine. But the issue that we are going to have here, if let's say one of these field will not be filled and it is a required field, for example, we can just check for author. So for example, on author table, we make this one to be required. Since it is not null, means this is required. So the issue will come here. So for example, if we try to store this method, so for example, here we can create a new request here inside on the authors directory, and here we are going to call create author request. Okay, and here you need to specify the URL like that way, and the method should change to post, and here you are supposed to put the names. So for example, we have the name of this will be the query parameters, but actually it is represent all the fields that we have here. Okay, so here we have the bio, and also we have the nationality. But let's say, for example, the user has added the bio and also has added the nationality, but we didn't put anything on name. So what will be happening here, we will get the validation error. So for example, if we put this, so we are going to get the error. So you can see down here. Okay, so you can see it will be like this one. So you can see the internal saver error, and if you preview it, you can see integrity constitute violation. So you can see the name cannot be null. So that's how what I was trying to say. So this will help you to have a way to manage your APIs. So the first thing that you need to do is to make sure that you